In my last video, I started to work on my Return to Moria starter house, and this is what we currently have for our base. It's in a really nice area, and the whole point of this project was to actually fix a crooked foundation that was off angle from what you can build at with the 90-degree angles in game. So that was pretty much a success, but this project was a really big undertaking that I wasn't quite fully prepared for, it seems like. Even with all the materials I brought, I am actually out of wood. I still have to finish the second floor of this, and I don't think I'll have a third floor, but I still need to work on a lot of stuff like that. So in this video, we are going to try to finish the starter base, but I do need to gather resources first, in particular a lot more wood. But I really am enjoying this base, and in particular this area, at least how it's generated in my world, because this seems to be fully protected from enemies. Wolves, goblins, and all the such cannot get here. Even bats, when they try to fly up here, they just randomly disappear, and if enemies lay siege to this camp, well, they can't actually get here. They can't even cross to this section of the cavern. So I really do feel like, at least for me, this is basically the perfect base because I like the peaceful nature of it. It's an area where I can actually relax in this game and not worry about goblin invasions. But I think to start off, we'll go ahead and go on an adventure and try to fill up our inventory with resources. Now, it is nighttime, so that means goblins are out and it's going to be hard to see, but what I think I'll actually start with is there's this structure that we may not be able to see. Okay, I have a gathering obsession, but there's this structure right here that is also off angle with other things, so I'm eventually going to want to destroy it, and I think I might as well do it now to go ahead and get some resources. And it looks like, just like the previous one up there, the foundation is actually not destroyable, at least with this pickaxe. Actually, quite a bit here is not destroyable. It might collapse, because that's what I experienced with the other one. It just randomly collapsed on itself, but there was still a stone foundation that was completely indestructible. Also, this weird wood platform was also randomly indestructible, it looks like. I don't know if my axe would actually do better with this one. Doesn't look like it. So after a little bit of destruction and a few hundred bat kills, it looks like we have taken out most of the wood, and I think I'll leave what else is here for just potential later materials that I want and save it for a future project, because I really need to make sure I get wood scraps, because that's what I'm really lacking. Now, I'm actually kind of curious if anybody knows, do these trees regrow, or is there a way to replant them? Because I don't want to just chop everything down and then it be completely gone for me. So I came back, my inventory is pretty full, but I noticed that my building looks a little bit destroyed, and whatever this is going on. So that's a little bit concerning, but I guess we need to patch that up and then otherwise get to the rest of the building. I realize this interferes with the hearth a little bit, but I thought I would try a rope ladder here to actually just have an alternative way up. I'm not completely sold on it, but it's at least a temporary way up as I try to fix my broken wall. I have no idea what happened to it, especially here's the one where I really remember I had a wall up there. I kind of forget my progress on that one. But I think when we were building, I had a stone wall right there, yeah. Oh, and now it's destroying itself. Why? That's not good. Like okay, that one I can see why, but that one, why does it not work anymore? It used to work. Like some of those I could see why, but if you anchor them to the ceiling, I mean, there's plenty of natural generations that are not actually anchored to anything that can even just float in the air, but I'm actually a little bit confused about why this one will just not work there. I wonder if I did a barrier, like if I just kept building barriers up. Or does that not work either? That also doesn't work. Oh, it looks like I had two stone walls here. So I had one there as well. And then maybe from that I can build like that? No? See, I can actually build scaffolding perfectly fine here, just floating and touching nothing. And now I can at least get up here. Maybe try to see more of what's the problem. Wait, so I can actually build on the ceiling, the kind of rock ceiling there, and then I can attach them? What? Okay. Well, if that works, that works. I'm just very surprised that's a solution. I have no idea how I was able to not do that to start, but there's still this shaking here. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I know that was a beautiful spot for the hearth, but it was interfering with this rope ladder, which again, I kind of like the idea of having something here for easy up and down access from the balcony, at least right now. I'll probably put one in the interior again. So I think that was the big thing we left off on, actually, is trying to build the wood floor here. So I want to use, yes, just wood floor, and I should be able to, let's see, rotate, and then I think it's going to need support or something at some point. Maybe, well, that one's attached to the wall, so this one I'm also not sure why it would have issues. And now that works. That actually works well. Now the problem is this is going to create an issue of unevenness with the bottom of the floors. It's not the same pattern continuing over here. So I don't know. I feel the need to destroy that, so we'll work on that next. See, trying to snap builds together can be really difficult in this game sometimes, because I can go way into the wall there, or I can zoom it here if I just do the mouse wheel, or even if I move my character. It's like I can't go anything in between those, and it's really kind of finicky. So I don't think I actually built one there. I'm guessing it's red and I just can't see it. But then if I try to do that, it's not going to line up with everything else. So I don't know, maybe if I go back up it'll be easier, but that's really something I'm noticing. It's made this building really time consuming compared to what it could be if it didn't have that super snappy adjustment that you can either go one direction or like many miles in the other direction. But I think maybe if I start here, that could be a solution. And then I also have the same thing a lot on the walls. So if I'm hitting shift and scroll down, it's not actually doing anything, even though that's how you're supposed to adjust because the snapping is so strong. I feel like this is also where just having a wall, an actual wall that I make could be useful, but I'm kind of going for that somewhat natural cavern interior. By some miracle, the game might eventually let us. There we go. I think you also just have to change where you're building from, because it actually worked relatively easy doing it from the underside. That should go there. I might not need any cross beams. That would be nice because, you know, I think in certain areas they could make sense, and if we need one, eventually that's okay, but I feel like this looks like enough general structural support that it should be safe. That's not going to work there, though. Yeah, because that's going to need that. Ooh, that's going to mess up the pattern for this area. Maybe that's okay. And again, would like to highlight why this is a perfect base. We're under siege right now, and I don't have to worry about it. I can just peacefully build here and be on my way. But I'm actually I'm going to try to do it this way. I don't know, maybe a little wood tile? Is that what I could put in there to fill? Or let's see what it looks like from up there. Also, something I want to highlight as we are building this, I know I mentioned that I haven't had a chance to see any feedback on the first building video, but one thing I just do want to say is I appreciate all the support as I do a completely new game on my channel. I do intend to still cover Lord of the Rings Online LOTR, but I'm just having a lot of fun with this game and a lot of fun making videos on it as well. So it is good to see the support, even if it is a fairly different game, but there are a lot of RPG elements in this game as well, outside of the just survival crafting building part of it. And I think that's it. It's looking pretty good from the inside. It's maybe not the prettiest, but I only have one option for wood flooring, wood style at this point. Again, I'm kind of hoping you get more so you can vary up the builds a little bit as you move on. Like there's some pretty neat stone, I would say like stone textures or just stone types that I see some of the natural generated buildings have that I wouldn't mind being able to use, and presumably there'd be some different wood types that you can eventually get and just have different looks to them. So that'd be something for me to actually look forward to, but I just don't know what's there with that yet. And it looks like this wood tile would be exactly what I need. Oh, there's no wall here. How long has there been no wall here? Okay, maybe that's okay. I think that's actually fine. Okay, let me do the wall first. That'll really help me here. So for this wall, I'm actually not sure. Maybe we want both of these to be open. Or, see, that's the thing. I start to think if I have both of these open, why don't I just have the whole thing? So maybe this could be more of a bedroom area. This looks like a good bedroom area. So maybe we'll make another nice big custom window here. Okay, let me double check that this works well. And yes, that actually works. That's perfect. So I'm thinking stone barriers. Do we want the windows to match those? Maybe I'll do like a really big window here? I don't know. Like, I like the idea of having a pretty big window like that. And if this is if that actually stays up, yeah, I'm kind of liking this. That works for me. Although this window's shorter, that's something we might have to consider and actually shrink this window down depending how tall this floor is going to be. Because if this floor is going to be one taller, I might not mind making that also taller. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having extra room above my head, so reconstruction. At least it is really easy. You just press X and then you can click the thing you want to destroy. Unlike a game like Minecraft, you don't actually have to spend all the time chopping down whatever it is you want to take down. So I am finding that part to be pretty nice. Also, that's going to bother me. So we'll put a stone barrier there and a stone barrier there, and that should have us covered. And then I need to do something fairly custom here as well for the doorway, because I wouldn't mind having a really big doorway here no matter what. Okay, let's put a small stone block, and I think I'll do the same here. We'll do small stone blocks to line that. Okay, and then with those, I'd consider only doing 2 here. Is that too wide of a doorway? Like, I want it to be really accessible outside and just be open, not really have to actually open a door. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of like that. That gives a nice grand spacious feel, but I think if I do that, I actually do need to get rid of that, which is probably going to crumble that. That's fine, maybe. Okay, I wonder if this is something that's going to disappear, because if I have the 2 stone, like, little walls there, I have small stone block, and then if I do the stone barrier there, it actually works, and I get this really huge, nice archway. So I am definitely liking that. Also, I'm starting to realize the issue. I am up here. There's no actual way to my first floor at the moment, so we'll have to work on that as well. I don't know if this would be a good location for an actual staircase if we ever do get to make those, but seeing the gap there opens up that possibility. But I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, I always felt like this area would be good for it, but maybe if I have this as, yeah, if I have this area as a bedroom, I'd rather this be the navigation area of sorts. So maybe if I do it this, okay, that, probably not that one. And then I'm going to try to do scaffolding, the rope ladder. I don't know how well this will work here, but I'm gonna try. That's probably not gonna work too well. What if we did, okay, that might have it. Because I don't think this is too terrible for now. We have a little gap here, and we have this strange wood platform. But then if I fill at least this part in, how easy is it to get down? Okay, you can pretty much just jump down. But once we get stairs, we can do a lot of fixing with this. But I think for at least a semi-temporary solution, this is pretty good. And then we can use the wood floored tiles, I think right up against the scaffolding, if it wants to work. All right, and I think that works pretty well. Yeah, these do look a little bit odd and out of place, but I think they kind of work with that as a temporary thing. It looks like a little bit more patchwork, I guess. And I personally like the idea of just having this be the ceiling. Again, natural rock ceiling, it seems to work well. So we'll try to, I don't know, I'll try to find something to maybe change this up a little bit. I know I was having issues with this, but we're gonna destroy it. Oh no, that's okay. That was supporting that somehow. I'm going to destroy a lot of this, but it will be for the better now that I know what I actually want in this interior. So let's see if we can, I think I need scaffolding. All right, so from here, I would like to go ahead and add that stone barrier. We'll just add this the whole way across, so we have that all nice and set. And then I think I want to add 1 stone barrier. So we'll do this one the whole way across. And then, let's see, I kind of forget what I had, where I had the ceiling of the window going. Okay, so it matched to that, which makes me think we need these stone walls here. That's actually one problem with redoing things. Well, I don't necessarily mind it. It does mean that I have to remember what I actually did, which doesn't always happen. So I'll put that there and put this here. All right, now that's good. I think for this part, what I'm going to try to, okay, that one works. That one doesn't work for some reason. Great. We'll try the small stone block trick again. Oh, all of those. I really wonder why sometimes you can't just put something on a wall. Like, I really don't quite get why that crumbles at that point. But maybe if I do, because this is kind of what I was thinking anyway, we'll try it in the corner to start. See that? Even that doesn't work. I don't know sometimes. Now it does. Okay, wonderful. Maybe I just wasn't aligning it properly. But that should be fine, I think. And then, yeah, we can put one in there and one there maybe. And I don't know, that's good. Wait, that's not symmetrical. Uh-oh. Let's add one there. I think that looks pretty good. That was kind of the idea I was going with the window. I don't know how it looks on the exterior, so maybe we should go ahead and do that before we get too far with it. That does look a little wonky with that section right there, but I like the symmetry of it. But yeah, where the little stone area that I can't remove juts out, it does throw things a little bit off. Also, that doesn't quite get the idea I was capturing, so I think I know how to fix it, but we need to sleep. Also, we are, at this point, I think about a third of the way. We're day 32 morning, so we're getting close to a third of the way to day 100 in this world, which is crazy. I know I've spent a lot of days actually on this building project, maybe like 5 in-game days, it seems like. Maybe even a little bit more. I don't remember when I started. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'll actually destroy that and destroy that. But I think I want to actually extend that idea going the whole way across. So just do that as the same pattern that we have in this entire area. So I'm going to need more scaffolding. For all the things that randomly destroyed themselves or my issues with some of these stone walls, I really don't understand how that just works. And I think with all that stuff up, I should just be able to place these stone blocks and hopefully they don't randomly collapse. I think I should be able to place these at the corners and then one more here and then one at the very end here. And I think that will be it for the walls. At least the interior part of the walls. I don't know, I might be able to do more decorating, but again, it seems like anything decoration-wise, I am very limited on at this point. I don't even know if you get more. I'm kind of having to create custom decorations that are a little bit iffy, but I'm not a completely 100% sold on exactly liking this starter house that we have. In particular, this little design here I have between the first and second floor, but I think it's really coming together nicely, and I'm definitely liking it at the very least. I don't think it would be a bad idea to have some lighting in here, so I will go ahead and place some torches. Oh wow, I didn't even really think about doing torches on this side at the entrance, but I think that actually works really well. Oh, that's not it. Nope. Yep, I like that. I was gonna say, is it just me or is there also an issue with these not actually lighting up properly? And I think there is. Oh no, I have to fix that now. I can't let that go now that I've seen this. Okay, so I think that one? No, this one. Okay, this is the issue one. I see the issue with the wood floor because if I tried to put it there... Wait, that might actually extend over here. Oh, perfect. I don't know why I didn't just do that from the start, but that's exactly what I needed. And now this lines up. Oh my gosh, that's so much more satisfying. That's pretty good. All right, so I was considering adding barriers. I'm not 100% sold on this, and all I can really do is stone as far as general barriers go, because I don't know. This could almost be considered a barrier if you want something a little bit different. Like if I just lined clearly that's not working because they're collapsing, but if I just lined this area with these like this, I think it's really picky on the exact snap that I use for that. But yeah, I could even line it with this. Now the problem is it doesn't extend exactly as I would like to the corner here, but that would be something that's at least different than the stone. Let's see what I could do with stone. So I think the idea is with stone I would do something like this, assuming it doesn't collapse. Yeah, I don't really know if that looks silly or not. Maybe I will leave that there, and y'all can let me know if you have any ideas for a little sort of fencing type thing at the end of the balcony, but I like having some sort of barrier, and I think I will go with that for now. And this at least does actually stay up, and then I can just put one stone block right here, I believe. Actually, we could even rotate it and do it 2, maybe. Or maybe even we have this like stone column, maybe could even do that, just to have something a little bit different and a little bit more variety, although it doesn't seem to want to work here. I think it really depends just what it's snapping to, if it works or not. Yeah, for some reason I can't build there, but I can build there. It's really weird, and it's making this little corner section not work that well. Okay, that actually seems to work. I got the stone using a combination of blocks and barriers to work here, so I guess we're gonna go with stone. Let's see what that looks like. The stone looks decent, but it's still not my favorite. I'm not the biggest fan of the overhang, but that seems to be the only way that it will actually work and stay up there. Pretty much the only thing I know to add for decorations at this point would perhaps be a campfire, actually, that I could put up here, but I'm thinking these torches. I think putting these down on this wall like this, well, maybe it'll look decent. And that way we also have a variety of lighting sources and it isn't just the standing. Maybe we'll try to put one. I can't quite tell what the middle is, but we'll go with that. That is not quite the middle, but okay. But yeah, torches are the main form of decoration that I seem to have at this moment. But I'm also thinking a little camp hearth might not look too bad to have like an outdoor little fire pit. We could even do a double fire there. I don't have like, I just don't think I can build anything like, say, chairs. I could build a workbench, but that's an actual like facility. I don't know if I'd quite want to do that just for decoration at this point. My meal table honestly wouldn't look bad out here though. And it could actually get some use. That does not look like an actual meal table to sit at there. Oh wow, these meal tables will not snap together, so I gotta try to line this up myself. Oh no. I don't know, we'll go with something like that. I still don't quite like this, but I thought I'd try something a little bit different than what I initially had. And then maybe we can have another nice stone hearth here. I realize we have a lot of hearths in this area, but I feel like you can never go wrong with another one just as a decoration slash lighting piece at this point. And then I think for my bedroom, that's really what I need to decorate now. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of an elevated platform, maybe having it go here, because I have a lot of windows. I wouldn't necessarily want my bed right along a window. So I'm thinking if I can do like, there's some interesting things in here. If I could somehow do one of the balconies, like a small balcony, and put my bed area on this. So if I maybe did a couple of these, I don't want it that high up, but maybe there. I have to see, that's probably clipping through the floor down there. So maybe we should try to avoid that and actually go a little bit taller here. Ooh, maybe that. I don't know, that's really tall up for our bed though. I'm not 100% sold on that. I could also just have my bed inset a little bit. Let's see. All right, this might seem a little bit weird, but just to have something a little bit extra fancy for my dwarf bed that is somehow not just made of stone, this is what I have for now. I'm not 100% sold on if I like it, but I'm just trying to decorate. Will give me a couple torches as well. All right, now this character is starving, so I should probably take a nap. We'll cook some food over here, and then we'll test out the new bed. Actually, I should probably put another meal table up here with this hearth, but... All right, that was actually a wonderful night's sleep in that new bed. All right, we'll have a triple meal table there next to the stone hearth to go with our fancy triple bed. And that is my very much so work in progress. This area definitely needs changing, and perhaps the barriers around the beds need changing. But that's my very much so work in progress bedroom. This area, I have no idea what it's going to be, but for now it's just a landing area, transition between the balcony and the bedroom up there. And then this area down here, I don't really have much planned for it. I was thinking I could potentially put storage somewhere, like just stack a whole bunch of chests. Maybe that could be just entirely along this wall. I could have a mass array of chests. And then eventually I wouldn't mind doing like all the pallets to actually show off all the materials I have. I think pallets, they take up a lot of space, but I think they just look a lot better than tons of chests to store your materials. So that's something else I could try to work in at some point in the bigger version of the space. But as far as the starter house goes, I'm thinking unless I'm missing something, that's kind of what I have for now. Again, there's a lot that could be changed, especially as I unlock new stuff, but I did what I could with decorations, including here in the previous episode. And then we finished a lot of the interior in this episode as well. I see the stone hearth clips through a little bit, but that's okay. And then the balcony is again accessible from both over here. And that has a couple meal tables to go with the campfire. But I think that is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. This episode was more focused on the house rather than the larger base project that we have going on. But I think eventually I'd like to extend this platform, the stone floor. Actually, I'd like to extend it out a little bit. I don't want to cover too much of the naturey area because that's one of the big appeals of this large cavern to me. But I think extending this one out and actually covering that, I've heard them called defiled statue. I think covering that up would actually be a huge bonus. So we'll probably extend this out quite a bit this way, and maybe that's where we can start to add our pallets and maybe even more storage. And then otherwise, I'm thinking, yeah, just extend this out maybe a little bit more, have it connect down to the natural stone wall right underneath me, but keep this area where we have like sunlight and some of my crops growing that I can replant, keep this basically as it is. And then if I, ooh, Erebor strip steak. That's interesting. I don't know how I just unlocked that recipe, but that sounds pretty good because my character's starving and I forgot to eat. But then I don't know what we're eventually going to do with the staircases. I still haven't unlocked staircases to build, but we'll see. Maybe I'll unlock those somewhat soon. But yeah, if you have any ideas or feedback, I'd definitely love to hear it again. And I also will point out, if you enjoyed this video or this series that we have going on and you have not actually purchased Return to Moria, you can use my creator code Louis7 in the Epic Games Store, and that will give me a little bit of a setback from that. So I would really appreciate the support if you put my code in, or any of your favorite creators, really. I can at least personally say I've had a lot of fun in this game so far, and building my base and all the other stuff that I have done. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, everyone.